Welcome to Fred's Footy Fest, and today we will be looking at round 24 of the NRL Premiership. Now before we start this video, I just want to say, last week I got 8 out of 8 on my footy tipping, so I'm pretty reliable. Now for the first game, it's Thursday night between the Broncos and the Eels. Now, last round there were a lot of thumpings, and Broncos were included in this. They were flogged 60-12 by the Melbourne Storm, whereas the Eels flogged the Bulldogs. So, this is pretty obvious. I think I'll be tipping the Eels by 18 points. This is because I believe the Broncos will drop out of the top 8 and the Eels have been looking strong lately. Friday, 6 o'clock, Bluebet Stadium is a clash between the Penrith Panthers and the New Zealand Warriors. Now that the Penrith Panthers have claimed this year's minor premiership, I don't think they're going to stop now. I'll be tipping them to win this one, and especially after they managed to beat a strong side in the Rabbitohs without some key players. 7:55 at Amy Park is a clash between the Melbourne Storm and the Sydney Roosters. Now this one was tough to choose out of, but in the end I think I'm going to be going with the Storm, and only because they're higher on the ladder is a factor. But I can't write off the Roosters. They've been in good form lately. I believe if Storm or Roosters get the win, it'll only be by a small margin of around 6 points. But I'm going to go with my gut and tip the Storm to win this one. Saturday, 27th of August is a clash between the Canberra Raiders and Manly Seagulls. Now, Raiders managed to pull off a great comeback last week against the Knights, whereas Manly were thumped by the Sharks. I think I'll be tipping Raiders to win this. 5:30 on Saturday, PointsBet Stadium is a clash between the Sharks and the Bulldogs. Last week, Sharks flogged Manly, whereas Bulldogs were flogged by the Eels. So, this is a no-brainer. I'll be tipping the Sharks. 7:35 at Accor Stadium is another good game between the Rabbitohs and the Cowboys. Now, last week, Rabbitohs were beaten by the Penrith Panthers, who are now gone on to become the minor premiers, whereas the Cowboys beat the Warriors in another thumping win. Now, Tom Dearden will not be in this match, so this could be a crucial loss for the Cowboys. So, therefore, I reckon I'll tip the Rabbitohs. I don't think they'll lose again. Surely they'll bounce back from their loss and beat the Cowboys. 2 o'clock on Sunday is a clash between the West Tigers and the Dragons. Now, there's been a big dilemma around James Tarmo with the Tigers. However, I'm pretty sure he will play in this one, but this may be his last game in the NRL. This still won't affect the Tigers whatsoever. I believe they will lose to the Dragons, as though the Dragons put on a show against the Titans last Sunday. And the final match to wrap up round 24 is a clash between the Titans and the Knights. Now, last week, both these teams lost, but however, the Knights nearly pulled off an upset against the Canberra Raiders, and I think although they lost, they deserve some credit for this, and that's why I'll be tipping them this week. And that's my tips for this week. Tune in next week for some more footy tips, such as Eels versus Storm on the Thursday night, NRL's oldest rivalry, Roosters and the Rabbitohs. And top 2 clash, Cowboys and the Penrith Panthers. Tune in next week. Bye.